All right, so depending on how close to scratch you want to start, this is an RF Nano, an 18650 battery, some wiring, a servo, and this gives me a guided parachute, which I can, kind of turn in the sky and stuff like that. This also works for like guided descent kind of stuff. Oh, sorry. And then the same thing here. It's just, we're talking a couple of dollars, but you can kind of program everything up. There's stabilization, all open source stuff available for them. Now, the APM 2.8, that's a little bit more complete kind of thing. That's kind of where you're looking for a quadcopter. You can put this together real cheap, and you just have to do a little work in Mission Planner, like kind of programming things out, and then you get the controller, separate, and just make sure you've got the right frequencies and everything. And so you've got the GPS, you've got all the instrumentation inside this is the Arduino Pilot, and then you're just looking at battery, ESCs, and then just the bare bones basically. And this gets you in the game, and you can lift this. It's heavy, but you can put this together depending on what kind of battery and everything like that. And then if you wanted to do FPV, this is a super cheap FPV rig. It's on the race bands. It's older bands, but you can do, all the cheap visors and everything like that, and and you could just get like a receiver. I have one for the computer. You just plug it in, and it pops up like it's the camera. Now, if you wanted to build your own remote, you can go crazy. This is one purpose built. I built. I don't use it anymore, but you can see you can do some interesting stuff. This is the battery in the back, and then it's got the board's not in there right now, but you can see you can go a little crazy with it. This is purpose built for specific tasks, a specific type of vehicle, and actions within that too as well. And then also like with this one here, I don't have the board in it either, but this just does stabilization. So it's the stabilization, and it's got a good interrupt. I got it off of GitHub, the code, and it works really well to just keep something gliding, properly. And you can kind of work things out, and it's really good to work with the cheaper components, because with the way the interrupt's set up, it doesn't lock up. So these kind of options, on the very low end, and it depends on how far and deep you want to go, like how from scratch you want to go. But just kind of just showing you a little bit of what's available, in the very low budget column.